Yeah, and I think we discussed last conversation that this thing is kind of old school. It's kind of not. It's
Hmm.
this hard and soft thing is good for what it is, but doesn't. It's not quite as detailed as we need it.
Yeah,
So I
yeah.
think it's yeah.
Yeah,
But
you're right. Yeah, maybe archaic, but I mean,
yeah,
I can still use it, and it's ultimately around identification, and what people feel like maybe they need a label or a flag or a banner, or something to, you know, I don't know, to follow, to it's just like maybe, some people would ask me, oh, are you Buddhist or Christian or a Taoist? And I would say yes and no. Like what I understand of my studies of, religious studies is all of them have something that I really admire, and all of them have something that's kind of not really my thing. Yeah, but if, basically, let's say, the word itself, religion, is ligere, which is to bind, like ligaments, is to bind things together, like make more connections. That's cool. I'm down with making more connections, whether it's to me and myself, or it's to me and my neighbors, or me and the higher self. That's cool. But then, if you are saying that then one way, one frame, one word is more right than the other, then I would say, be careful about that. Yeah. Be careful about, I mean, because the thing is, we know what we know. We have a certain level of awareness at the level of consciousness. But I would say the majority actually of what compels us, we're not aware of. Our awareness does not go down, almost by definition, into the subconsciousness. And so we're driven a lot by a lot of different fears and phobias and taboos, the so-called shadow side, And this shows up actually in martial arts too. I've seen people, like hard versus soft. Oh, you do hard style and soft style can dissolve it. I can bower your power and force, and then let's see. So is your martiality is just the abstract belief system that when so-called rubber meets the road, right? Like, yay, whatever it is, it becomes your religion, right? That, which is fine, but is it just abstraction, or does it actually manifest and have efficacy in also the material, right? Ideally, for me, something that's very inspiring, that has a universal appeal and principles and concepts behind it. And when shit hits the fan, excuse my French, when there's like violence coming at you, and that you can also apply these principles also to survive and to protect yourself. Yeah.
yeah,
So yeah, that kind of reiterative feedback, feed forward process is really important. But I think part of it nowadays, and maybe we're guilty of it, is because there's just so much knowledge and information. Maybe just, let's say, information, because to me, knowledge is applied information and wisdom is applied knowledge, that people can kind of get into their little conceptual boxes, and they actually haven't really even trained.
yeah. Good point. Excellent point.